Hello everyone, welcome back. 50p hunt days come around again. Now I got a new bag of 50p's, 250 quid's worth, sealed bag from the post office, and by the looks of it, he says being noisy, they all look to be in normal bank bags, not their own little sealed bags. So this is going to be quite stressful, not knowing what we're going to get. Bank bags usually mean that they've either been gone through or it's stuff it's come from shops, hopefully, and they've not actually looked at what they've got and they've just bagged it all up for the post office. So what we'll do today, I'm not going to do the full amount. What I will do though is 120 quid's worth. So I'm going to do 12 bags. And probably do the other 13, the 130 quid's worth. I'm umming and ahhing at the moment. I might do it as a live stream. I've just got to try and get the software to work. I tried playing around with it the other night and it was great one moment, then it played up, then it went great again, and I thought, well, you know what, I'm not going to take a chance. I'm not even counting these. What's going on? Think, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. Let's get those out of the way. So like I say, they're in bank bags. Hopefully we'll get something from them, but you never know. Right. Let's get these out of the way. Off to the side. What's going on? I think they're bags inside bags, actually. Somebody didn't trust the bagging process wherever they came from initially. So what have we got? Yeah, that's handy actually because I need some more bags. Sweet. Right, so we're going to be looking for the normal culprits, the 2008 Britannia and the 2017 Shield, both of those low mintage. We haven't seen any of those for quite a while actually. So with luck, going through a few more bags, we might come up trumps, who knows. And then when I do the sift at the end, I go through all the findings. We'll be looking for 2009, 10, 11, 16, 18, and 21 on the shields, like that one. Those are NIFC, so they weren't intended for circulation. So for now, we will literally just plod on through, see what we've got. And knowing my luck, here we go. I was just about to say, knowing my luck, when I start talking coin news, something will pop up. Here we go. Very first one off the bat. It's the 2023 Coronation. 5 million of those. Fairly common still. 5 million doesn't sound like a lot. Give it a few years. These might be slightly harder to come across, but for now, yeah, fairly common. Pretty much face value. So that's a good start, actually. Very first bag. Usually with these open bags, these bank bags, it's like I said, it's very hit or miss. You don't know what you're gonna get. Right, okay, excellent start. 1 from 1. I'll take that any day of the week. Right, what I was going to say was coin news. There's not a lot going on as usual. Latest 50p commemorative 50p has been released. That's the Harry Potter Patronus 50p. It's the fourth one of the recent set they started, I think, early last year now. So that has been released, and I've got my one from Westminster Collection winging its way to me at some stage in the near future. Now, I don't know if I'm going to bother doing too much with it. It's just going to be in a blue card. There we go. We've got ourselves another Coronation. the one you really want to get if you can get it. One with the king with the crown. It wasn't intended for circulation, and I know a few people that have actually found them out in the wild. So it's might be a case of just keeping an eye on those. So, like I was saying, 5 million. It's not exactly rare, not exactly common. We've got two already. Yeah, the Patronus 50p. So Harry Potter, he's making his way to me as we speak. Hopefully. Previous to that was the £2 coin, the 200th anniversary, 200 years of the modern railway. That's a £2 coin. Now that I've just had that one arrive actually the other day. There we go. This one was actually in the annual set that came out beginning of the year. So I've got one in the annual set, and I've got this one. So 50p's, £1 coins, and £2 coins. I always get from Westminster Collection. They come in these neat little cards, handy for filing away. But £5 coins, yeah, I always tend to pay through the nose. Get the proper Royal Mint packaging ones for those. You get a little bit extra, all the extra information. And it's quite a nice little video to make sometimes. It only might be 5 or 6 minutes. But there's usually some interesting info. I mean, the last one I did was the Iron Maiden one for the Music Legends. That I've not had that many views on it, but I've had quite a few comments. We've had a good little conversation going. So maybe pop along. Horrible ones in this pack. That one's not so good either. Yeah, so pop along to that video and have a quick look. It's only a couple of weeks ago, tops. So that's all grotty as anything on one side, but the other side is the Pride 50p. Now this came out, 2022. Again, there's 5 million of these. Yeah, there you go, 2022. Just so I make it out through the grime. That's one to put back out into the wild. You don't want to go keeping anything like that. You've got a bag full of coins that are sitting there as doubles, that could contaminate them. If there's the slightest bit of, I want to say rust, normal sort of corrosion. I mean, some of that's just dirt. Some of that does look like rust. And some of the greeny stuff is the copper that's in the makeup of the coin, because they're copper nickel. So yeah, you put that in with a load of other coins, over time it will contaminate. Bag is not, come on, let go, thank you. Some of these look shinier, which is always a good thing. Yeah, so the coin news itself is still relatively quiet. There was a new silver bar, 1 ounce bar, the other day that I've got on order from the Mint. That is Una and the Lion. It's the second one actually in the series. I think it came out, was it last year? Yeah, 2024. Oh, hello. And it's one of those things that you want to get just to make sure you got the set, really. But here we go. Got ourselves an Olympic. That's yachting. We have not seen that one. Is it yachting, boating, rowing, sailing? I think it's sailing, isn't it? Sailing. There's about 1.7 million, I think, of those. This is a nice little find, actually. Not come across one of these in quite a while. That is very, very nice. We're only, 4 bags in, and that's already looking like it could be pick of the week. Yeah, that silver bar, they've released it in 1 ounce gold as well. Like, I can afford a couple of grand for a bit of gold. So yeah, have a quick look at the Royal Mint site if you're into that sort of thing, or if you're not in the UK, you might have to wait a few weeks for resellers to get their hands on it, other people, other dealers in the States, Canada, Australia, and so on. I know a few of you out there collect your silver and you're not UK based. And judging by the conversations I've had with a few of you, yeah, you guys feel left out. But it's the same in reverse, to be honest, because there's some coins that come out in other countries that I really, really like, and I've got snowball's chance of actually getting hold of them. Well, that's the first bag we've had that was a dud. Come on, out we come. A couple of shiny ones in there as well, by the looks of it. Doesn't mean a thing these days. They're probably all 2019s. But yeah, the only other thing to sort of keep an eye out for now, really, and start saving your pennies. I think I might have mentioned it in the last video, actually. In, when is it, September, usually, sometime in the middle of September, the new Chinese New Year coin comes out, the £5 coin. Although Chinese New Year doesn't kick off until February next year, the Royal Mint always issue the coins out, and I think they do a special sometimes nearer Christmas as well. Don't know why. I think it's the Year of the Horse. I think I read somewhere it's Year of the Horse next year, so there should be a nice horsey design. Oh, here's a very common one we've not seen for a little while. Dictionary, 2005, 17.5 million of these things. We had a batch of these over a series of hunts and then nothing for 2 or 3 hunts. So that's nice to get hold of. An old familiar face. So yeah, the Chinese New Year coin is going to be another one to add to my £5 coin collection and to the Chinese New Year coin collection. I get them every year, and they usually come in the usual Royal Mint plastic wallet and a red envelope, because a red envelope is supposed to, I believe, denote prosperity, good luck, that sort of thing. So yeah, they're always there. So they're there as gifts as well. So some people, I know one collector down the road from me, actually, he bought a couple a few years ago, and he's like me, he loves his Chinese takeaway, and he got some for the local Chinese residents that run the takeaways, just to sort of say thank you very much. It got him a couple of bags of chips for free as well, so he was happy. What did we see just now? I think it was a Paddington. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I sold Paddington at the Tower, 9 million of that one. Now, with some of the Paddington ones, was it the Palace and the Station? There's known errors. I'm not sure if there's any errors with this one. There probably is. I'm just not aware of it. The ones for the Palace and the Station, they are very well known. People go potty for those. And I did have a couple of, I think it was, I had one for the Station and a couple for the Palace. It was the crisp packet error for the Palace. It's an extra little lump of metal that appears on the pavement just behind Paddington off to the side. And yeah, they're not worth a great deal more, but they are probably, I don't know, £1 or £2. Some people like collecting them. I've seen some of them go on eBay for £5. Others only go for £1. So, whoops, he's alive. I think it all depends on the day of the week and what side of the bed the buyer got out of, so what they're willing to pay. Right, the only other coin that's coming up, and if like me you like your gold, Sovereign is due out in November, I think. Looking back through my records the other day, looks as though the beginning of November is when the Sovereign gets released. Last year it was an anniversary and they released two. I could only afford one, so rather than get St. George and the Dragon version, I've got the anniversary variant, slightly more minted, but still very low mintage. I paid about 800 quid for it, for 8 grams of gold. By Christmas, somebody that had seen the video on the unboxing offered me over £1,000 for it. So I said, thank you very much. Now I know how much it's worth. No, that's going towards my pension for when I retire. So yeah, start saving your pennies, because when that comes out, I'm pretty damn sure there's going to be a mad flurry of people going for them. And if they're limited numbers again, for whatever reason that Mint deem necessary, yeah, you don't want to hang around. Get in there quick. Even though they go on sale normally 9 o'clock, like most coins, they go on sale at 9 o'clock in the morning. There are those out there that have got their name down for pre-sale. So they get their orders in before they're released to Joe Public. Here we go. Another Pride. This one, lot better condition. Like I say, 5 million. That one can go with his friend over there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Sovereign. I do like my Sovereigns. It's just not like going out and buying. Ooh, these are alive. What have we got? 2 nothings. It's not like going to a coin dealer and saying, oh, can I have 2 of those, 1 of those, and half a dozen of such and such? Because you know damn well that lot might come to about 50 quid. Whereas one coin, when it costs you £800 plus, yeah, you want to be saving up for that. And that's something I do every year. I save up. That's how I can manage to afford it. The channel isn't monetized. But what I have been able to do is get an affiliate account now with top of the bag with Amazon. So some of the kit that I use, my main camera, the mics, and a few other bits and bobs like the card flips that you can put them into. I've listed them all on there, so it's easier for you guys to access them. It's all down in the description. And all I get from it is a very, very small commission. And when I say small, it's about 2 or 3%. And if something's only a fiver, 3% of that isn't really going to make a great deal of difference to me. But in the long run, I'm hoping to be able to get some more coins, some fancier coins, do some decent reviews on some really, really good currency, whether it's UK or otherwise. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bags done. 2, 4, 6, 7 coins, which is a shame. We had 5 duds. So we ended up with 2 lots of Coronations. Like I say, 5 million a pop on those. 2 Prides, 5 million on those. We got our sailing, our Olympic sailing, which is a very, very nice find, especially when you get them from open bags. Dictionary, again, this is probably the most common one out of the whole lot that we got, 17.5 million. And then we got our Paddington at the Tower, that's about 9 million. So what I'll now do is I'll go away, I'll double check all of these little bundles, see if we've got any of the 08s or the 17s, or he says hopefully 2009, 10, 11, 16, 18 and 21s. If we got any of those, happy days. If not, either way, I'll be back shortly and we can look at it from there. Back in the mo. Hey everyone, we're back. Right, I've gone through all the bundles. They're all off screen. The rest of them are spread out just there. We struck some extras. Now that's a very nice turn up for the books. Got ourselves a 2008 Britannia, 3.5 million of those. So that's a nice little addition to the find. And on top of that, 2017 Shield times 2. So there's only what, 1.8 million of these, so this is a very, very nice find. 1.8 million, nothing to be sniffed at. Pretty much the same sort of figures as the yachting. Sorry, I keep calling it yachting, it's not, it's sailing. But seem to find the 2017 slightly more often. But hey, that is a nice bonus find. I will go with that any day. So, just a quick recap then. So we had our 2 Coronations, 2 Prides, our 2 2017 Shields, 2008 Britannia, Paddington at the Tower, Dictionary, and I have to say, pick of the week, even though we managed to get a couple of 2017s. I'm going to go with 2011 Sailing, 1.7 million. Very nice find, and I think I've got a gap in the channel book for the Olympics. So this one is going to be added to the collection, which is sweet. Anyway, like I say, quick video. This time it's 12 bags rather than the usual 5. I've got another 13 bags to go through. As I mentioned at the beginning, I may well do that as a live stream at some point in the near future. That's software depending, and we will take it from there. If it works, brilliant. If it doesn't pay off, I'll do it as a normal video and we'll do ourselves 13 bags, which is unlucky for some. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider that like, click the subscribe button, leave a comment as well. 50p hunts don't seem to be as common or as popular on my channel as the world coin hunts. So let me know if you want to spice things up a little bit, or if you fancy, something slightly different. Put something into the comments. It's all helpful. Even if I don't act on it, it's something that's in the back of my mind, and then I can adjust accordingly, as they say. Anyway, video done. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys again soon. Thanks again. Cheers all.